Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to science class. Before we left on our extended vacation, we were talking about rocks and resources, and we were talking about the changing earth, and we started to read about looking under our feet, and we had some science words that we're talking about, and that would be mineral, landform, plain, valley, and plateau. And a landform is a feature on the Earth's surface. And then within landforms, we have plains, which is a large area of land with hills. We have a valley, which is the area lying between two hills. And then we have a plateau, which is a very flat area of land that rises above the land that surrounds it. And so then we started talking about minerals. And minerals are really important because we're studying rocks. So mineral is a substance found in nature that's not a plant or an animal. And then minerals are also the building blocks of rocks. And we started looking at rocks and we started kind of seeing the texture of rocks, the shapes, the colors of rocks, and dividing them into different groups. So today we are going to watch a video that is on the rock cycle and how rocks are formed.
Dear Tim and Moby, what are the different types of rocks? From Sandy. Rocks are split into three basic types: igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. Magma is molten material from deep inside the earth that comes to the surface through volcanoes. You may know it as lava. That's what it's called when it's above ground.
Igneous rocks form when this molten material cools.
Not all of the magma makes it out of the volcano. The rocks that form when trapped magma cools are called intrusive igneous rocks. See those big crystals? Trapped magma takes longer to cool than magma that reaches the surface. This gives the atoms time to arrange into big crystals called mineral grains. Extrusive igneous rocks form from the lava that flows out of volcanoes or from magma found very near the Earth's surface. Lava cools pretty quickly when it gets near the Earth's surface, so extrusive rocks have much smaller mineral grains than intrusive rocks. What? Sure is hot down here. Hey, that's a metamorphic rock. The rocks below the Earth's surface are under a lot of pressure from the rock layers above. Enough heat and pressure will turn those rocks back into molten magma. But if it doesn't get quite hot enough for the rocks to melt, the rocks will be cooked and smushed into a new type of rock. Metamorphic rocks have mineral grains that are flattened and aligned. An igneous rock can be transformed into a metamorphic rock when enough heat and pressure are applied.
So can a sedimentary.
Okay, how'd we get here? Oh, those are sedimentary rocks. They're made from bits of eroded rock, mineral grains, and plant and animal remains that have been pressed together over time. Lots of times, sedimentary rocks form from the remains of other rocks. The layers are important because the oldest rock is at the bottom. True, if you were to dig in and upset the layers, some old rock pieces might be overturned and moved to the surface. What are you doing? We'd better get going. Moby?
All right, so why does all of that matter? Well, it matters because when you're walking up mountains or down into a valley or you're just walking anywhere, you are walking on rocks. Rocks are always under your feet. So sometimes they're over your head too because people are building with rocks. If you look at the house next door, the house next door might have some rock that they use to build the foundation when you're driving over bridges. Bridges are made of rock. Statues and walls. We were looking at different walls that were built of rock when we were back at school. So rocks are everywhere. Our next video is going to be the rock cycle. So I'm going to switch to another video so we can actually see the rock cycle. We just did the three types of rocks, which are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. And now we're going to see the rock cycle.
Wow, that looks like an emerald. It's not kryptonite. Dear Tim and Moby, I watched your movie about the water cycle. I heard there's a rock cycle too. From Dana. Righto, Dana. There are 3 types of rocks, igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. But they don't always stay that way. One type of rock can change into another under the right conditions. This here is an igneous rock. I bet there's a volcano around here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Molten rock is called magma, or lava, when it reaches the surface. Igneous rocks form when molten rock cools and hardens either deep underground or on the surface. Granite, obsidian, basalt, and pumice are all types of igneous rocks. Sedimentary rocks form on the Earth's surface, usually from erosion. Whoa. During storms, wind and rain can break apart the landscape and wash away the pieces. These particles collect at the bottom of bodies of water, forming layers. Over time, these sediments can harden and bond together to form sedimentary rocks. Limestone, sandstone, shale, and clay are all sedimentary rocks. Coal, which consists of the compressed remains of living things, is also considered sedimentary. The inside of the Earth is hot. Sometimes rocks get so hot that they bake. Heat, along with pressure, can change them, creating metamorphic rocks. Lots of times, the Earth's plate movement will create metamorphic rocks. Plates produce heat when they move around and collide. You might find a mountain of metamorphic crystalline rocks like marble, quartzite, schist, and slate pushed up by plate collisions. But like I said, all these rocks don't stay that way forever. The rock cycle is a cycle after all. Igneous and metamorphic rocks can be eroded to form sedimentary rock. Sedimentary and igneous rocks subjected to heat and pressure become metamorphic. And metamorphic and sedimentary rock can be melted down and cooled back into igneous. Okay, I think it's time to get off this mountain.
I hope you enjoyed those 2 short videos on rocks and the rock cycles. There will be a couple of questions that you'll answer that pertain to the videos that we just watched, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.